What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah here, back with another video. And today I want to talk about something that's real big. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it after this.
Most definitely.
What's going on, good people, man? It's Isaiah. I'm back with another video. And listen, today I want to talk about something that's big, something that's really encouraging as well as, first I want to let people know and let you know, first and foremost, that there's a reward that's inside of you. There's a reward that is inside of you. You know what I mean? But it's important, though, not to get distracted, of course, by, the obstacles that come in the day-to-day, our day-to-day life. I had an opportunity, man. I was sitting back, talking with my wife, and something she said tonight really helped something grow or burst on the inside of me. And one of the things she was talking about is that, how she basically, needed some help for something. And I began to see something even in my own personal life that I was challenged by and have been challenged by. Is a simple fact of how you underestimate yourself, and how, sometimes we overestimate other things, and we look at ourselves and be like, man, if I can just mix this better, or if I can just, make this sound like this, or if I can just get this set up, or if I can just, and not really truly seeing that the setup and the mix is not the most important part. The most important part is, what's in it, because anytime that your focus, is on the Lord, or your focus is on, pleasing Him, nothing that you do for Him will ever be in vain. Nothing that you ever, set your foot forth in life, to do. And as long as you're making moves in Christ, it'll never fade. Like, it's gonna always be, something that's meaningful. And so I got a quick testimony right quick. I was talking to a guy the other day, and GameStop. I went in there to go get me some games, and this guy came through the door, man. One of the greatest brothers, man, I've ever met in my life, man. Remind me of a friend that I lost, just recently, actually, this year. He was a great friend, man. A friend. His name is Luke Black. He's now in heaven, but he passed this year from blood loss. But we were in GameStop, and this guy came walking, and he reminds me of him so much. And he was telling me, he's like, man, you know what? Can you pray for me? He said, I see your shirt, and I love, what you got on your shirt. Can you pray for me? I want to give my life to Christ. I said, sure. So in GameStop, we got in a good prayer. And, and from that moment, I believe that, he had gave his life to Christ. And after that, we exchanged numbers, and we stayed up with each other, been talking and everything. And, so he called me and was like, hey, I want to talk to you, man, and just started to go in some things and everything. But I realized something that, sometimes that your reward, and if others can't see it, it might not be for them. That doesn't mean that you're not valuable and that you don't have, you don't have that what people need. It's just sometimes that there's a certain person that need what you have, and that's what makes you very valuable. That's what makes you unique, because you have something that this person needs. And so as we begin to chop it up, I begin to see something, that there was a void that, that we were feeling in each other. The same like I was talking to my wife tonight, we were feeling something in each other without knowing it, exchanging words with each other on a Christ-like mental, Christ-like vibe. Things happen, things change. And so I just begin to see that the importance of what it means, not to overlook yourself. Don't rob yourself of your reward. Sometimes we could be so hard at, artists and producers and, those that create music and even YouTube content. Sometimes we, underestimate it. Like, it's not like this, so I'm not going to do it. When in reality, that's what set it aside. That's what made it that unique. That's what made it that awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I would encourage anybody out there, man, in this season of your life, to not be so hung up on, what you don't have. Don't be so hung up on, what the next person has, where you don't see what you have, and that is what I begin to realize, even with mixing music. And I know it's something that's just seemed like, okay, it's just music, but in reality, it can be a concept for all things. Because if what I'm hearing in my music, I'm displeased with, and I try to go in and fix it to where I'm actually pleased with it, now I'm doing it to cater to what I'm hearing and not realizing that when it was recorded and when it was done and when you did a little mix to it and you released it and let people hear it, that they were able to receive from it. So I think that that's something that's big and important not to overlook, in our lives, is that, when we do things, it's okay to actually perfect them and then try to, get them better. But don't overlook yourself so much to where you completely rob yourself of actually making progress or moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Where you say, like, I'm not going to do it because it's not like I want it to be. When in reality, there's things that are released every single day that are not perfect, but because, you get what I'm saying, there's a certain time limit, or, a person said, you know what, hey, I'm just going to release this, or I'm just going to do it. They just did it, and that is what the scriptures let us know about Jesus. He came at the right time. He didn't come too early. He didn't come too late. He came at the right time. And anytime God asks you to do something and step out and do it, that's the right time. Just go ahead and do it. It might not be exactly what you thought it was going to be, and it might not be as big as he showed you. But the thing is that you stepped out and you did, and you did exactly what he wants you to do. So that's what I want to say. Don't rob yourself of your reward, because your reward is in your consistency. Your reward is in continuing to do what you're doing, even though you don't see success. So here on this channel, this is what I talk about the most on this channel, is about not giving up and continuing to move forward even though you don't see the success you desire. So don't rob yourself of it. Keep looking forward towards, what you believe that is going to happen in your life, without a shadow of a doubt. So don't rob yourself of it. If you mix in songs and your songs is not great the way that you want them to be, remember that they're exactly what they need to be. And you did the greatest you can do with it. You did the best you can do with it, and that is greatness, right? That's greatness, because you did the best you could do. That's greatness. To overestimate that, to underestimate that, is to belittle your success, to belittle your reward. Your reward is not in someone else's success. Your reward is not in how someone else does what they do. Your reward is in you perfecting and doing what you're called to do. So if Jesus told you to step off the boat and, keep walking, keep walking, keep your head up and keep moving, because at the end of the day, the person that we strive each day to please is Christ. So regardless what people think about it, and regardless what somebody got to say, at the end of the day, it really truly doesn't matter what people say. What matters is what Christ says, And so that's big. So I encourage you, my brother, I encourage you, my sister, not to give up and to continue to, to just take it one step at a time. And don't overestimate it. Don't take it to a place to where you overanalyze everything and you stop yourself from releasing music. You stop yourself from releasing the best project that you can do. You stop yourself from releasing, the best movie that you can make, or the best YouTube video, or the best trailer that you can make. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. You just do what you do. Continue to be consistent with it and watch how things change. Watch how things, be it's different. It's that uniqueness. That's what sets you aside. That's what makes you you. Is your unique, authentic way of doing things. And so that's big, y'all. But listen, I don't want to keep this video too long. I just wanted to encourage you and let you know that you're gifted, you're talented, and you're special. You do have something to offer, and no matter what goes on in your life, it's important to know that God has a plan for you, and it is in Jesus that we receive and we see this plan. So don't rob yourself of your reward. Be encouraged in your season. Know that breakthrough is coming your way, and even if you don't see the great success that you envision in your mind, listen, don't underestimate the success that you're putting forth right now. Okay? Remember that. Don't underestimate the success that you're living in. I'm going to say that right now. Don't underestimate the success that you're living in right now. Most definitely. So listen, be encouraged. It's your boy Isaiah. Listen, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel. It most definitely helps out a whole bunch. You know what I mean? My main goal is to speak to those that really truly need encouragement And you know what I'm saying? They might be on the verge of giving up. But you know what? Here on this channel, it's all about getting better. It's all about growing. It's all about continuing to believe. And it's all about, even if you don't see it, we going to still do it. We going to still grind it out. And we are successful not by the measures of people, not by how people measure us, but we are successful because God sees us as successful people. You know what I'm saying? He saw fit for Jesus to die for us. So that just makes us successful right there. If nothing else ever happens, we are successful because of what Jesus has done. So listen, man, be encouraged, y'all, and I'll holler at you guys on the next one. And one last thing before I go. Most definitely,